Hi everyone, so this video is to educate everyone on the stigmas towards mental health, and this specific video is going to focus on a specific disorder called dissociative disorder. So I'm going to talk about the three different types of dissociative disorder because there are three. It's dissociative amnesia, dissociative identity disorder, and depersonalization and derealization disorder. I'm going to start off by psychoeducating everyone a little bit on those topics, and then lastly I'm going to talk about some strength-based approaches for the actual topic itself. Okay, so first I'm going to educate you a little bit on the topics of each of the disorders. As I mentioned, there were three. The first one I'm going to go over is called depersonalization derealization disorder. Two different parts to it. There's a depersonalization part, which is being unattached to yourself, kind of being unaware of your feelings, your surroundings, your ideas, kind of being in a state of confusion all around. The derealization part of it is same thing, you're being unaware, but you're kind of seeing everything through a distorted lens. For dissociative amnesia, it's memory loss that one experiences, but it's more than the average memory loss. And the last one that I'm going to talk about today about dissociative disorder is dissociative identity disorder. This is probably the one that everyone knows and has heard about. It's the ones that people create another form, one or more personalities or two more personalities in order to cope with, again, a traumatic event that happened. During this time they can experience forgetfulness, which goes with the amnesia too, or they can create completely different behaviors, voices, and looks for these different personalities. All of these disorders as part of dissociative disorder have one thing in common, and it is trauma. So it brings me to my next point, which is the resources. So anyone who knows anyone with dissociative disorder or sees someone on the street or just wants to know more about the topic, the most important thing is the support system for that person. If they have dissociative disorder, most likely they experienced it because of a trauma. Unfortunately, these traumas are, for example, one of the most common source of traumas is abuse. In a study done by Krufer and Fletcher, it was seen that all 100% of people with dissociative disorder had experienced emotional abuse, 81% of them had experienced physical abuse, and 56% of them had reported sexual abuse. Another important thing to keep in mind is depression. So in a study by women, on women, it was found that 18.3% of women who have a dissociative disorder are likely to experience depression in their lifetime. Lastly, I'm going to talk about some strength-based approaches to help those in need of support, for those who have dissociative disorder or know someone who has it. First of all, I'm going to talk about psychotherapy. So as I had mentioned, dissociative disorder was linked with depression in a lot of women. Studies revealed that there were actually more positive results for people who did psychotherapy rather than people who were just on antidepressants. You want to encourage your loved ones who are experiencing this to take therapy. You can do couples therapy together, you can do family therapy, or just encourage them to go to individual therapy on their own. One really important coping mechanism is a support group. They are shown to be very effective. It can be a support group for victims of abuse, victims of trauma, specific support groups just for dissociative identity disorder. Support groups can have strong strength-based approaches which are really helpful. Research has shown that people who have strength within themselves actually contribute more to their recovery. So we want people to recover, we want people to get better, but most important, we want them to have the support. So I really hope this was helpful and an eye-opener for those who would like to be more in touch with their family or loved ones who have dissociative disorder.